Welcome back to Red Business in Focus, with thanks to Cork's local enterprise offices, where we are meeting the entrepreneurs behind Cork's ambitious businesses every single week. And this week we're meeting with a panel of great business people ahead of their involvement in the upcoming Showcase 2024 Expo, where they will have the opportunity to promote their respective offerings to over 3,000 visitors across a 3-day event at the RDS. So please welcome Tracy McCarthy from Head to Toe Therapies, Rieleen Bn Uí Dhuinnín from Dúil Handmade Irish Jewellery, and Roy Kelleher from Ballinora Bees. You're all very welcome. How are you guys?
Good, thank you.
It's lovely to have you all, and you have brought with you a fantastic array of gifts that I have to say I'd like to buy them all, and I don't even know much about them yet. So I'm going to begin, Rieleen, with you, because you do this jewellery here, which is absolutely stunning, and you're not going to tell me you make all this from hand now, because that'd be too complicated.
I sure do. So Dúil is a sustainable Irish jewellery brand. I started it in February 2021. From my home studio in Clondrahood, County Cork, and I design and I do make everything by hand. I predominantly use polymer clay, but I also incorporate other materials such as stainless steel, alloy metal, paint, wood, anything really that goes with the idea that I have in my head. I really try to create pieces that are unique and vibrant, something different for everyday life, but that is easy and lightweight to wear.
Now, I'm a complete troglodyte when it comes to jewellery. Okay, this wedding ring is the only thing I have on, and that's just because it's scorched onto my finger. When I'm looking here, the colours, I mean, where are you getting the inspiration for the colours here? Because there's so many different colours.
Yeah, no, I love colour. I think it boosts the mood, and I try to bring colour into everything I do. Yes, I do some subdued colours, but colour is a main inspiration for me. And then things like nature and just general life. And I really try to bring that into my pieces to just bring a little bit of joy.
Yeah, no, they really, really are fab. We'll come back to them in a little bit, but I want to turn to Roy first of all. You didn't bring any bees, Roy?
No, the bees they're about 2 kilometres in a beeline away from here.
Literally in a beeline. Yeah.
So we didn't bring
how did you get into this?
Initially as a hobby back in 2018, more of a mindfulness approach. I was working in a corporate environment where I spent a lot of time sitting at a desk, even pre-COVID. So really getting out and getting in touch with nature, that's what brought me into the actual hobby of beekeeping.
Now, I would have always assumed that until I had a guest from a very similar type of business on this particular programme, I always assumed honey is your most and you'll get nothing else, but you do a whole lot more, don't you?
Yeah, honey is the staple or the bread and butter of the business, but there's so many other bee-derived products that you can generate from the hives. For example, the beeswax food wraps, which are an alternative to your cling film and plastic wrapping packaging, your beeswax candles, and then your beeswax soaps. And there's additional other products that we're in the pipeline that we're looking at from other bee-derived products such as propolis and other skincare products as well.
Sticking to the wraps, do you reuse them? Do you use them once?
Yeah, so they're reusable, they're washable, they're mixed with a resin which gives it a higher melting point. So you don't put anything hot into them, but you can put cold food. Particularly good for wrapping products like cheese that need to breathe, where you typically use a plastic or tin foil. So it's all about, in line with the circular economy, reusing, reducing, and recycling, so you can reuse the wraps multiple times.
Would these have been described as waste products previously? That they wouldn't necessarily have found a use.
Absolutely, and a lot of the times it might have gone into exchanges and wax exchanges with beekeepers to reissue different types of wax, but a lot of good wax goes to waste in that process. So to reuse them and basically get another product out of it is all about the circular economy ethos. Okay,
moving on to you, if we can, please, Tracy. You have brought in a fine selection of I'm going to call them smellies, which is my colloquial phrase for anything that smells nice, and I don't know what it quite does. So what have we got here?
Okay, so these are a range of facial oils, basically, with 100% natural-based oils in them. So basically, I'm not telling you that you're going to look 50 years younger.
Well, I mean, they're not miracle workers, to be fair.
But what I'm saying is it's been about, and this is where I'm going with my business, is to actually be more conscious about what we're putting on our skin. Because even though we think our skin is waterproof, actually molecules from oils and that actually soak in. So they soak into our skin and then they go into our bloodstream. So it's about feeding your skin from the outside in.
So you have 3 different types here.
Yes.
I'm going to pick up this one and have a smell, if you don't mind, because I think it's always important to smell things before you try it, before you buy them. So, that smells gorgeous. Yeah. What's in this?
So there is in the essential oils there is neroli, there's a rose geranium, and there's lavender. So you're smelling the neroli.
I would have said I'm getting a little bit of lavender as well. And you have a little kind of metally ball here. So is that for rubbing on the wrist? Yeah.
It can rub it on. So the way I'm kind of going, because I'm a reflexologist as well, and I'm a facial reflexology. So going down the line, and I do gua sha, which is kind of a scraping of the skin. So, and a lot of women are doing the rolling. So what I've done is put the oil and the roll into one, so people can put the oils on their face or on their wrist if they prefer, and roll out on their skin.
I'm becalmed by that
great,
smell.
thank you.
And that's impressive. And the other two presumably would becalm me as well if I went out them.
Yeah, so the other ones, there's the rose hips oils in that. There is things like sea buckthorn, and in the essential oils, then there's another one, Tai Yang Lang, which is very calming as well. Yeah.
So the expo is going to take place. It's the 21st to the 23rd of January. You guys are going to be going up there and showing off your wares. How important is it, Rieleen, that you have this opportunity, you know, that Local Enterprise Office has given you the chance that you can go up and reach a bigger audience?
Oh, it's absolutely massive. I mean, I have my online shop on my website at the moment, and I'm stocking in a few different shops around the country. But this is just going up onto the next level, really, especially for small businesses like ours, where you wouldn't necessarily have the funding and the reach to get to that many buyers. This is a fantastic opportunity just to take you onto that next level and to showcase your hard work, because we all put a lot of hard work into it. A lot of the time small businesses are a labour of love, but that's the key. We love what we're doing. That's why we can give you good quality products, and we can bring it to the Irish and the global market, hopefully.
What I'm fascinated is the amount of time that has gone into the three different types of products that we have here. I mean, all credit to the bees, Roy, but it's really you and the team who've put this together, and it would be a shame not to bring it to a wider audience.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I think the benefit of going to showcase outside of, say, actually preparing your products to present in showcase is the mentoring you get from Leo as well, in terms of the pre-work you have to do to line up those buyers and identify those buyers, but also then the follow-up work you have to do. So it helps put a process around it for, you know, someone who's new to business, and you know, how you can step by step get into that mindset of being a bigger business. So it really gives you that support to get you into that mind space and space for it. And
I suppose if you're to look at it, Tracy, you could have kept going in the salon, or in the rooms, and you could have been doing your thing, but this brings you out there, and this is kind of living the dream for you, isn't it?
Well, it takes a lot out of your comfort zone, and that's why I was talking about growth, because when you're in the treatment room, I'm in a very controlled environment, in a sense of like, I don't have to talk to somebody, I'm isolated with one client, whereas, and the Leo have been great, is that I've been on networking events, I've actually got to meet, and I've met Roy previously as well on stuff, that we actually can actually see other people and grow with people as well and get information. So like doing showcase is taking me to a new level that I have, like, and more learning in how we do this.
Well, fingers crossed that you catch the right eyes up in the RDS. It's been an absolute pleasure. Rieleen, Roy and Tracy, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's it for this episode of Red Business in Focus. Good luck to the lads, but join us next week. We're going to speak to Zach Dare, the co-founder of Simple Study, a global study platform that helps second-level students prepare for their exams using, amongst other things, gamification to serve personalised exam prep in a focused and fun way. Simple Study are on a mission to help as many students as they can, and we look forward to hearing all about that next week on Red Business in Focus, with thanks to Cork's local enterprise offices.